Hi everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to work on the cover of my autumn journal, and I had went to the craft store yesterday and picked up this very pretty lace that I thought would look great on here. So let me just cut that down to size, or a little bigger. I can always go back and snip some more off. Good, I have enough for another one if I want to make another journal. So that'll be good. So I think it's a matter of figuring out which way I want it. I feel like this is the proper way. So I think I'm going to have a focal point of this. I don't know if that needs to go on first or I'm going to cut it down. I might cut it down some. All right, and I'm going to put some things behind it. So I think I'm going to glue this on first. It's hard to tell what's halfway. Sorry about my shaky fingers here. I haven't eaten anything yet this morning, which could be why. All right, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to just glue along here with my Fabri-Tac, because I'm gluing trim onto paper. And kind of come out. Oops, that wanted to take a jump. And then I'm just going to fold it along here. I'm definitely going to have more on the back than the front, which is okay. And you're going to see the pattern a lot more on the back. I don't know, should I have flipped this over? There's still time. I mean, that's just so pretty. I feel like it's almost upside down that way, but it's so pretty. I think I want it like that. All right, let's start this over. Why waste all the prettiness on the back? All right, so let's do that again. Kind of put it down like that and bring it over. Yeah, I think that's prettier, right? It still has a lot on the back. Let's move it over further. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes it takes a little while to get what you want, where you want. No harm. Third try is going to be the charm. I just know it. I just have this such a pretty, it's so pretty. I thought I was being all good, getting it even on that side, but let's see. It still looks pretty even there. Yeah, all right, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. Come on. The one thing about Fabri-Tac is I have a struggle getting it out. I don't know why, but I do. All right, let's pull this over onto the back. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty straight, and it's really pretty on the front. Yeah, I like that a lot more. So I think I'm gonna come along. Well, you know what? Let me not glue that down yet until I'm sure I don't want to tuck something a little bit behind it. All right, I do want to cut a little bit off of this. I know I want to do that. So let's bring this over and just give it a little trim on the side here. I feel like I even want a little off the bottom. It just looks like there's more it looked like there was more on the bottom than the top. All right, that'll be good. All right, and then I was thinking, I pulled a few things. Well, I didn't pull this. This might be a little much. If I put one of these underneath, I may use these on the inside somewhere. They're like little leaf tags. They're so cute. It probably would look cute popping out too. The only thing is the hole here. But I could probably take that off. All right, so I pulled out some backgrounds. I thought I might kind of layer up a little bit. I don't know if I wanted to say fiction or not. All right, I have this too. You can tell I didn't plan this out, which is okay, because I'm pretty confident I can plan it out with you. I kind of like that. I like that there. All right, let's cut some of this down. If I cut too much off, I cut too much off. There are other pieces. All right, so we're gonna, let me just look, because that's actually the top there. Do I like that? Or do I just want to layer all the flowers around it? Remember, I had bought these. They were $1.74 at Hobby Lobby. At Hobby Lobby? Yeah, at Hobby Lobby. And I knew I wanted to use it for this cover. Oh, they may be too big. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, well, let me see the leaves. The leaves might look better. Put them kind of down there. And then this here. That looks pretty. I like that. I kind of like just the leaves, but I do think it almost needs something in the background here. Not that. Maybe this here. Just a little. I have so many things like this. I can just pull anything else I want. Let me cut this down a little bit. Where did my scissors go? Here they are. Just get that in there. Yeah, I think that looks better, honestly. All right, I just ruined my layout by throwing it all. Oh, well. All right, so I can either use glue stick or, let me just use glue stick on this. And get this down where I want it. Did I glue the wrong side? No. Joanne is losing her mind this morning. Is that too much? No, I don't think so. All right, I like that. I like that. Is it straight? Yeah, I think I like that. All right, I'm gonna put it down. Let me find the cap to this and get some art glitter glue. I think I'm going to, I did pull some gluing papers, some new gluing papers. I think I'm gonna cover the whole thing with glue stick, and then I'm going to come with the not the Fabri-Tac, the Art Glitter Glue, and go over some of it. Give it a double strength, and I really want to make sure the corners are in there well. It says all the fall vibes, in case you can't read that really well. All right, let's commit to that. And then I had, what did I have at the bottom? These are pretty. All the fall vibes. Yeah, should I kind of put them together here? I think I will. All right. Where will these go? Kind of like that. And then maybe this will go under there. I could probably still get it. I feel like this is too high. Which one is it? Is it this one? No. I'm going to put that in there. That there. Yeah, that there. And then I'm just going to wiggle those around. I think that's pretty. Yeah, I like that. And then I can play with it a little more. Should I use Fabri-Tac? I think I will. All right. Yeah. I like this. I can always add more glue. And then I think I'm going to add some right under here. Where's that going to go? Right there. Put a little bit there. Hold that down a minute. Give it a second to adhere. All right. Let me cut that. I should have cut it first, but it's okay. All right, that's going to be fine like that. I don't know if I want something there. We'll see. Can always add more. I just can't take away once it's dried. I do like that one. I think it's pretty. All right, and then we're going to stick this one on. Because I think that looked nice. And then where do I want this? Like that? Yeah, I don't want it all going in the same direction. Maybe over a little bit like this. I think that's pretty good right there. Get some Fabri-Tac. All right, let's put this down where I want it. Kind of like that. That's where it's gonna go. If it's where I wanted it or not, that's where it's gonna go. Hi, Sky, why do you have to be in the middle of everything, He is the inspector. He inspects everything. Did I just cut my album? Oh my gosh, I did. How am I going to fix that? I guess I could put some washi there. I'm glad I can laugh at such things, right? All right, and then I just have to trim up the bottom here. You can see the inside a little bit. And I'm cutting this too. Woo! I gotta get it together this morning. All right, yeah, I need to put washi there. That is funny. All right. All right. Just chop the album up. Or the journal. Why can't I get this in here? I should have eaten breakfast first. Maybe that would have helped. All right, let's see. I kind of like that. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. Let me see. Sky, get up, please. Do I want it like this? I kind of didn't want it all going in one direction, but I think I like that better, honestly. I can take my little, maybe not a great idea to do that either. I should have probably inked that. And I'm going to glue that down a little more. No, maybe. We'll see. I'll fool around with that, see if I want anything off. I did kind of mess that up a little bit, but that's okay. All right, what kind of washi do I have to put in here, on here? I have a lot. So let's pick something that looks fall. This does. Let me make sure that's the best choice. I think this one maybe, because it goes with that butterfly. All right. So my feeling is everything can be fixed. Well, almost everything. But all right. I'm not done this journal. I did start decorating a little bit. I just have to decide which way this goes. I think it goes this way. All right, the whole idea is to fix the journal that I cut, the piece that I cut, which is this right here. All right, let me cut this. It might be easier to work with. I want it straight and I want it under here. Let me pull this up a little. Did I get it? I think I did. All right, see, you can't even tell. My mishaps. All right. So I'll do a quick little, just what I have still things to put in here. Like I have this recipe card. I bought some sunflower charms yesterday to put somewhere. Well, not somewhere, probably on those strings, unless I make a, that might go good right there. So I'm probably just going to clip that in there. So it's getting there. I'm almost done. Almost done. Just a few more things. I want to do something here, maybe stamp. But I can put another recipe card on that one. And yeah, so we're getting there. We are getting there. I don't like how you can see that. Let me glue this down now. Do I want to cut more of this off? I'm almost afraid to cut anything at this point since I cut through the journal. But like I said, you can't even tell. I think this might have to, it's really thick. Let me hold that down a little bit. Yeah, I wish I had inked around there. I could go through with one of those. I have one. It's like a pencil that, I think this is it. Paper, glass, plastic. I'm afraid to start messing with it. And then a little bit down here. And that's the cover. I kind of like it. I do like it. I don't like that glue in there, and I can get that up right in here, that glue spot. So yeah, it's pretty. I think it's pretty. I love this trim. So pretty. So anyhow, I'm going to leave the video today there. I can't pull this up. It'll rip if I try to. Where's my anchor? If I could only just get a tiny little bit, I would be happy. Maybe just like that. I'm really taking a risk here. I'm gonna have to glue that down again. But you know what? Take the risk sometimes. What's the worst that could happen? You ruin the journal? That's the worst that can happen, is you can ruin the journal. Which wouldn't be such a good thing at this point. So the only thing I need to decide now is if I want one of these flowers there. And I think I'll let it sit a little while. I'm trying to get the pin in there. Yeah, I think I'll let it sit a little while. I do like it. All right, to flower or to not flower? I think it needs the flower. I think it's a little plain like that. I think it needs the flower. I'm not going to let it sit a little while. I think it needs the flower. Put a lot of Fabri-Tac there. And then we're going to just stick the flower here. All right. I think it needed that. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Questions or comments below. I love to interact with you. If you'd like to consider subscribing, that would be great. And thumbs ups are always appreciated. All right, have a great day, everyone. Happy Sunday. And I'll catch you in my next video.